gotta be kidding me. How is everybody doing tonight? Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. All right. So glad to see all of you. My name is IDK Babatunde, and I'm from the Barrie Public Library. And I'll be pre-emceeing this event before the main MC steps up. So, we invite you to experience an evening of spoken word, vocals, and artistic dance. Words Matter is about being thoughtful and deliberate in our communication. Words have the power to excite, to elate, to ignite, and to give hope. Language is behavior, and combating stigma starts with how we use our words. We have come together to advocate, listen, and participate in the sharing of respectful words that uplift and motivate positive actions. We would like to acknowledge the Government of Canada's Healthy Communities Initiative Fund for their support of this Words Matter event. In addition, we would like to thank Gwen Beaver, Art Director of UPlift Black and producer of Words Matter. For lending her expertise in performance and instruction. Gwen's desire is to promote cultural diversity and provide cultural education via the arts is so inspiring.
Yes, it is.
Woo!
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. I'd like to introduce our host for this evening. Would you put your hands together and snap your fingers for Julian Scobie, Director of Advocacy for UPlift Black.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming. A couple things before we get started. We would just like to ask that everyone turns their phones to silent. And we also want to ask that we hold off on taking pictures or recordings during the sessions. In the end, what we'll do is we'll have this up on the screen and we'll give everybody a chance if you want to take pictures of the artists, so that the artists will let you make use of that time that way. Before we get started, I am going to give a land acknowledgement. UPlift Black acknowledges that we are situated on the traditional land of the Anishinaabe people. The Anishinaabe people include the Ojibwe, Ottawa, and Potawatomi nations, collectively known as the Three Fires Confederacy. We are dedicated to honoring Indigenous history and culture and committed to moving forward in the spirits of reconciliation and respect with all First Nation, Métis, and Inuit people. In addition to this, we acknowledge the many people of African descent who are not settlers, but whose ancestors were forcibly displaced as part of the transatlantic slave trade, brought against their will and made to work on these lands. And so we also honor and pay tribute to the ancestors of African origin and descent. And of course, my phone is or my tablet's gonna decide to take the whole program right now. Just disappear. So just give me a brief moment. Here we go. Had that happen a few times before. Okay. So I am going to, no, it's gone. There we go, sorry. No big deal. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the station. The station is Michelle Guy and Brad Hilliker. They are a combination of Michelle Guy's rich and smooth vocals and Brad Hilliker's full rhythmic guitar style. The sound draws on a wide range of influences, including blues, folk, and rock and roll. Before making the move to Simcoe County, Michelle formed her first band duo in 1999 and started singing in dinner and lounge venues in Toronto. She picked up the electric bass in 2002 and focused on duo dinner lounge act. Later, she started working on acoustic guitar and writing original songs. Brad made the move from Crystal Beach to Toronto in 1989, where he immersed himself in the music scene and performed original music in the GTA for 11 years. He also dabbled in creating music and props for theater productions. In the year 2000, Brad relocated to Simcoe County and continued writing. In 2005, Michelle and Brad met and formed the station duo. The duo was nominated for Best Blues Song at Barrie's New Music Festival in 2012, and Michelle was nominated for Best Blues Vocalist They continue to perform and create original music that tells a story about the human experience. Their music for lovers will leave you wanting more.
Hello, everyone. So we selected, we had decided what we were going to do, and then the more we thought about the venue, what this show is about, we changed our songs. So the songs we're going to do for you today were, well, some of them started off as poems, and that's why we've chosen what we've chosen. This first one, hopefully, will stay in your mind and be one of those songs that helps you embrace home, that helps you embrace, helps uplift you when things aren't going that well. And this song's called Lucky. Today felt like such a heavy load. I can't complain, so I go because I have somewhere to go. Thank you. The next song is called Better Part of Me. And this right actually started over an old guitar that hangs on our wall. And it's the first instrument my parents ever purchased for me. It's an old Sears Roebuck guitar. Yes, they used to sell guitars. Back in the olden days when Sears was still with us. For you youngins that don't know Sears. And it doesn't play anymore. But it became a symbol of all the things that I've come across in my life that have made my life better. Our lives better. That we would have missed out on if we didn't come across them. So these words are super important to us. This is called Better Part of Me.
Are we ready? Yep. All right. So we are going to introduce the station to come back on and do another musical selection for us.
We have a surprise. It's just gonna run with it. Don't kick us out, okay?
It's a little impromptu. I started writing poetry when I was 13 years old. My first poem was called Crab. It was about a spider who became my friend, and I hopefully became its friend. I just wrote this standing outside for 2 minutes from the inspiration of what I've seen so far. And it goes like this. I was born a native soul, the son of the sun, a moon child in a starry night, raised by wolves who never give up the fight, a poet who speaks from the heart, and the heart is always right. Thank you.
We're back. I'll take our knocks later for that. Samantha, I passed on your message.
I figured I saw.
All right, thanks. No problem. Working for the family while I'm here. So, sometimes people bug me. I'm just gonna, you know. The family's here, they know me. Some people here know me. Like, I'm not saying I don't like people, I'm just saying sometimes they bug me. So I wrote this song, honestly, because people were annoying me. Like, there was a whole bunch of people that were annoying me at one time, and I had a Toyota at the time, this old Toyota. I used to have to, like, get in on the passenger side and get over, and so that annoyed me. And it was just, I was surrounded by a few people at that time in my life that just weren't getting up and upwardly mobile. They were on that treadmill, practicing the same old lines. They weren't getting anywhere. And they weren't helping me get anywhere. So I quit then. And this is my breakup song. And to you folks out there, don't be afraid to break up with people when you need to break up with people. Just saying, I'm just saying, sometimes you need to walk away. And this is my walk away song. And it's called How's That Working Out? that working out? How's that working out? How's that working out today? How's that working out? How's that working out today? Hey man. Thank you.
Thank you once again to the station. Okay, and next we are going to have our featured spoken word artist. A little bit about Tanisha Tiernan, who is also known as Ty the Poetess. She will be accompanied for one of her pieces by Jamie Tyrese Gladstone Turner. Tanisha Tiernan is a Toronto-born writer and poet who now lives in Barrie, Ontario. Tanisha published her first book of poetry titled Bearing Fruit in November of 2020. This anthology has become a bestseller and may be found in libraries across both Canada and the US. Writing has been a passion of Tanisha's for as long as she can remember, whether through songs or poetry. Writing always came easy to her, and her words always touched those who heard them. Follow Tanisha on social media through her pseudonym Ty the Poetess, and watch her spoken word videos on YouTube. Jamie Tyrese Gladstone Turner is a hip-hop dancer and music artist based out of Toronto, Ontario. Jamie has over 10 years of dance experience, and his style is influenced by Les Twins. Jamie has won multiple first place awards from competitions including K-Dance, Bedazzled, and On the Floor. Jamie is currently studying at York University for his dance major. His purpose is to spread his joy of dance. Jamie often hosts dance workshops for elementary students, high school students, and other groups to give back to his community. Everyone, please welcome Ty the Poetess.
Thank you guys for coming today. I can't believe it's sold out. That is amazing. Whoever said that poetry is dead was lying, clearly.
Yeah.
So I wrote this custom piece just for Words Matter, just to kind of give like my perception on what words mean. So here we go. Oh, and feel free to snap, clap. If anything resonates with you, I'm all for sending the love, feeling the love. Okay? Okay. Not everyone uses their words to speak. Like how not every bird flies or has a yellow beak. People don't always use their words. Not in every conversation, social situation. Not everyone uses their words to speak. Vibes speak loudly. Energies can make things cloudy, leaving room for misinterpretations that get exchanged for assumptions. Not everyone uses their voice to communicate. Some may use their eyes as they smize, or speak fluently with their hands. But the common way to speak, if not the most meaningful way, is to use words. Words matter, because mixed with belief, words become one's reality. So before you speak, think about what you are saying, because the same mouth used for gossiping is the same mouth used for praying. Lips that are smiling and eyes that hold moisture curl when you are frowning, but open when laughing. Words can say what your heart can't put into text. Words can portray what your actions might do next. What your eyes might hide in times where it's impossible to speak. Vibes speak loudly and energies can talk too, but in a world turning virtual, you should be concerned with what your words are saying too. I mean, words are tattoos too. What more permanent and important must I bring to you to help you see that words shape your and other people's reality? So make sure your definitions are right and not creating hyperboles. You can't change what happened to you, but you can rewrite your story. So use your words to speak something of glory. Take note in knowing that words matter and take pride.
It doesn't play so bittersweet, better days, but sometimes it still seems it's been there for so long. But oh, with less time invested, how foolish of me that I would have missed a better part of me. Rusted strings, broken hearts, you came along, played the missing part. After all, hear the tune, irony, so strange, just how much you mean to me. You are my favorite song, but with less time invested, how foolish of me that I would have missed a better part of me. But oh, with less time invested, how foolish of me that I would have missed a better part of me. Better part of me. A better part of me.
Thank you. The Brad Hand for yours.
See if I can not mess this up this time. Okay, thank you so much for that. That was beautiful. Next, I'm going to introduce our very own Dawn Kane. She will be doing a piece called Scales of Justice, a reflection of modern life. It is a spoken word piece. I'll tell you a little bit about Dawn. She is a multidisciplinary artist who works within the realm of photography, creative writing, acting, and digital art. She is an emerging artist from Barrie, Ontario, who has traveled across Canada in pursuit of inspiration while experiencing the beauty of this land. Currently, she is enrolled in the film writing program at Toronto Film School and wants to further her studies in film production to bring her own original scripts and screenplays to life. Her writing and poetry often reflect the struggles and triumphs of her Black culture as a female and multiracial citizen. Dawn aims to challenge societal norms. Her themes often include nihilism, expression, and human behavior. She looks forward to the next chapter of her life while building connections within her community. Welcome, Dawn.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Jillian, for that lovely introduction. Thank you, Glenn, for just being here.
Love you.
All right, so let's get this started. A modern reflection for the old soul, whose mind races with wonder and no control. I aim to find peace within my words, forcing it down my ear canal in order to be heard. Flowing through that transcendent passage of the mind, I bury my feelings down deep inside so nobody can find. Me and life's tempo, we get along just fine. It was my mother who brought me here to fight against time. Now my issue is with Kronos, who watched as I grew, watching the failing, suffocating perception of a shrew. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Who knew that those empty syllables would have made me feel incredible? They could have made me feel invincible, but instead I felt despicable. Unable to communicate. Unable to communicate. Unable to breathe and unable to believe that this life had something amazing in store for me. No, I don't say that for your pity or your sorrow. I say it for the kids who never believed in a better tomorrow. For what are words to the new kid in town? For what are words to the kid who's been bullied? For what are words to the older sister who decided to forge her own path? To be cursed, to be cussed out, to be called the devil, or worse, the failure. Sinister words were spoken and broken homes were made. I can't speak for all of us, but I'll try for some. Our war against pain has yet to be won. And yes, I say won because unlike some, I disconnect the idea of being scum. I disconnect the idea because I stand strong and I will not run. I descended from the sky and the soil is where I'm from. Now, when I forget my roots and I have forsaken my nirvana, I revert to the wise words of Miss Obama. When my world is collapsed and I can hear her whisper, when I feel my heart is chewed out, neglected, feelings I can remember when I think about my beautiful sisters. But we three have formed and we have grown like the velocity of 1,000,003 other twisters. Now, the dawn will always come through the blackest night. Through the shadiest times, I hung on tight, chanting the fight for strength whenever I can. Like a boiling blister, I repeat the saying, when they go low, you go high. Now, my heart swells and my eyes yell. My mind starts to cry, something deep is activated. You might call it your third eye. But you see me, I call it my final try because after so many final attempts, I've realized that phrase has come to pick me up to higher heights, to perspectives, to acceptance, to love, to healing, to peace. Now here I am out of the cave of self-loathing. I crescendo brighter, stronger, better. I belong here. This world has seen cruelty beyond fiction. The divine souls are called upon with conviction. And to undo the damages, cruelty is my only true life's commitment. I share this piece of me to show you the impact of a stranger's love and to also give you an understanding of my family's lack thereof. There were words that were said that taunted my head when I was in school or when I was waking up going to bed, viciously taunting me, ruminating. But we're not going to get into that. You set me up, but you didn't know that I actually built the trap. The negative environment you created is put to rest. My final encounter was the ultimate test. I realized that reality is through the individual compels. Climb high into overwhelms, and everybody I tell you this, and as you climb to your peak, hear the bells, for this is your scale of justice. the reflection of your beautiful selves.
Bravo. I fear that I'm going to keep coming up here and speaking through tears going on because these are some powerful pieces that you're going to be privy to. Up next, we have Tiana Chambers and McKenna Beaver-Pitt, and they will be performing a dance piece to a piece called The Skin I'm In, which is another spoken word piece. I do want everyone to be aware that Tiana wrote this in high school in Bradford. And so very powerful messages, and it's hard to hear our youth speaking of these things with such experience. Tiana Chambers is a 19-year-old dancer who has attained many years of experience due to years of dance studios. Aside from dance, she also has a passion for spoken word, artistry, and filmmaking. Her dance highlights include various performances in culture shows, her high school's own We Were Here Spring Dance Showcase, performing around Toronto with dance ensembles, and much more. Tiana has choreographed several dance pieces and musicals, including the original musical Below by Alinka Angelova. She is currently teaching students ages 4 to 17 at Infinity Performing Arts Studio in Barrie. Over the past couple of years, she has focused on working with youth both in and outside of dance. She was a mentor for Brothers and Big Sisters of Peel and received the Ted Rogers.
Knowing that the choice is yours. It's your choice to stay updated or not, with terms like Indigenous or BIPOC. I mean, for real. Do you want to be called a Karen because you accidentally or intentionally offended? It is your choice to be a lifelong learner or to ask questions of a friend. Ask someone what they want to be called or how they choose to be identified. And don't be afraid to ask because the information is not classified. Words matter. No cap, that's a fact. Words will speak for you in situations where you can't act. Words can protect you or they can corrupt you. Words can save you or they can suffocate you. Words can praise you or they can disgrace you. Words matter. Say word. Words matter. Word. Wayne Dyer said that loving people live in a loving world, and that loving world starts from an idea sprang from a belief. Now that we know that words matter, sit at this table with me and eat this word platter. We are all here today because words matter in every way. I ask that as you leave here today, thinking, what am I saying to others and to myself? Because to live in a loving world, we must first love ourselves. And self-love starts with self-love thoughts. And those thoughts create a world where your reality lives. And since words are so important, you must be gentle and intentional with what you are saying, with what you choose to say out loud or through thought. Because what you choose to say speaks volumes to those around you. Be mindful of your thoughts and always bring them back to positive ones. If you desire to have a high quality of life, be gentle with yourself so that you can be gentle with others. Using this same advice helped me to become a better mother. And once you love yourself, trust me, you will be a better lover. Everything you do starts from within. Our thoughts are like seeds and they just keep growing. They need some good watering. Our words are also like bees. Some can be sweet, but some can sting. So I ask you to choose wisely. Thank you. the topic of Words Matter going. I found this amazing dancer that I had to bring him in here. So JTG, show him what you got.
Words matter. Your words mixed with your beliefs blend to become your reality. What you speak over your life is what your life will become. If you're always talking about how you're stuck where you are, how you can't find a way out of the situation you're in, how you never get any luck, how you'll never be wealthy, well, you're right. You'll never have those things if that's what you say and that's what you believe. Instead of saying, I don't know how to do it, say, I am committed to learn how to do it. Instead of saying, I always procrastinate and never get anything done, say, I am going to find something that matters to me more than anything, and then I am going to get the job done. Instead of saying, I'm a failure, say, I failed. I've learned the lesson, and when I become a huge success, that failure is going to make for one hell of a story. Instead of saying, my best days are behind me, say, my best is yet to come. Instead of believing others are born lucky or with special gifts, know that you are capable of anything. Know that you can study and commit to learning from great people. Know that you can become a great person in your own right. Every day, look yourself in the mirror and say, I am a great person. I am a kind person. I am strong. I am capable of anything. I am growing more each day. I am committed. I am determined. I have no limits. I can have the health and the body of my choice. I will have the health and the body of my choice. I can have the wealth of my choice. I will have the wealth of my choice. I do deserve abundance. I am worthy. I am more than worthy. I can make a huge difference in others' lives. I will make that difference. Gandhi once said, your beliefs become your thoughts. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your values. Your values become your destiny. When you start blending your beliefs and your words together, they become so powerful you can move mountains. You are the creator of your destiny, and it starts with the words you speak into your life. Speak positive things into your life. Strong things. Speak love and happiness into your life, and you'll notice more love and happiness. Speak good of others, and you may see more good from others. Speak your dreams into existence. Believe your dreams will become reality. Act and live as though they are, and they soon will be. Muhammad Ali said he would be the greatest, and he became the greatest. He had no doubt in his mind. That is the same level of certainty you should speak about your dreams. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am wise. Opportunities are everywhere. Money flows with ease. Joy is everywhere. I am attracting such amazing people into my life. I am blessed. I am surrounded by blessings. I have more than enough. I am full of energy. I am strong. I am fit. I am such a positive influence to those around me. I have amazing friends. I am abundant. I am constantly growing my income. I am constantly growing myself. I am constantly getting healthier, stronger, and fitter. My relationships are getting stronger every day. More love and joy every day. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but your words can shatter your dreams. Your beliefs, thoughts, and words will, I guarantee you, determine your destiny. Whatever you believe is your limit is your limit. Every day, look yourself in the mirror and say, I am a great person. I am a kind person. I am strong. I am capable of anything. I am growing more each day. I am committed. I am determined. I have no limits. I can have the health and the body of my choice. I will have the health and the body of my choice. I can have the wealth of my choice. I will have the wealth of my choice. I do deserve abundance. I am worthy. I am more than worthy. I can make a huge difference in others' lives. I will make difference.
That was amazing, right? JT is an amazing, like, I'm gonna just stick to poetry and let him dance for me, okay? Okay. So the next poem is actually titled A Note from Someone Becoming an Angry Black Woman. And I actually probably wrote it about a year ago, and just some things I was going through at that time in my life. I usually use writing as a way to kind of release, and I felt like this would be the perfect opportunity to share this poem with you guys. You'll be the first ones hearing it. I never thought that I would become an angry black woman. But when one is pushed too hard, eventually they must push back. Especially when this push is coming from those who are my sisters, my brothers, father or mother. I'm sick of being loved by others only when it is convenient for them. I'm tired of being called selfish when I finally indulge in self-love. And I'm tired of being the bigger person with people that are older than me. We, people of color, take pride in being strong, courageous, persistent, and yet we use the same extraordinary qualities to instill fear in others when we don't get our way. The same sister will use her confidence to intimidate. The same brother will use his intelligence to deceive. And this I will never understand. We have the ability to do such great things, powerful things, yet we can throw temper tantrums when we don't get our way. Don't get me wrong, I get it. My sister, my brother, my mother, my father, you've had to fight to get where you are. I get it. And I commend you for that. You taught those who tried to prosper against you that you ain't one to mess with. And that takes strength and demonstrates just how amazing you are. I could never take your accomplishments from you, and I never would. I just ask that as you continue to fight to reserve your spot at the top, do not harm your other brothers, sisters, mothers.
Scholarship, or to continue her studies post-secondary for filmmaking. Tiana began her love for dance, venturing youth creative writing and filmmaking at an early age and has not stopped since. McKenna Beaver, Pitt, is also a choreographer dancer. She is a 16-year-old singer and dancer who began her performance studios in Montreal, Quebec with Extravaganza Dance School and continued her studies with Ballet Luis and École my French is bad, Supérieure de Ballet de Quebec. McKenna was also a student in the Broadway Stars program of the Segal Center Academy at the Segal Center for Performing Arts, where she appeared in the productions The Funny Pages and Hansel and Gretel. Presently, she is a member of the competitive dance team at Active Arts in Wasaga Beach.
And where do I begin? Because the words I'm about to say to you are coming from within. Pay attention because this is not a rant. And it is definitely not something I really can't. They're killing our mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, and aunts, and you know what, I'm sorry, but I just can't. Because everywhere we turn, someone's out here dying, the police lying, bullet is flying, and yet we can't stop to think. What is this world become in the midst of this slum? Who's next? Is it my mom? You see, I know she is safe, and yet the experiences I face fuel the systematic oppression that's in place. The system that's supposed to protect us, the one we can't discuss without fear of our lives being taken without a fuss. Yes, instruct. But you know what? We just gotta be tough and not be enough. Show love taken from a place you're not expecting it from. Blessings on the store for those who snore, the violence that's in uproar. Innocent lives being snatched, families detached, hearts being passion, hopes of family members not getting lashed. The world is hurting and so are we. It's only a matter of time before we are debris, drifting through the trees while the guilty get off carefree. George, Floyd, Philando, Castile, Breonna Taylor, Michael Brown, Emmett Till, and Trayvon Martin. These are just some of the names that will not be forgotten. Products of the system which hope everyone just dismissed them, but in actuality, we all grieve because we'll terribly miss them. The system's corrupt, and it's just our luck that after 276 years of them chaining us up, them niggas still can't get enough. And some of you quiver when I say the word nigga, but why? It's just a speech of the figure, or a figure of speech, or whatever you need to understand that that word should not be targeted at me. You see, you think you mean it like I'm your bro, but really I see it when the white people saw us as their foe. But that's okay, because now you know. It's not okay to say it when you hear it in a song. It's definitely not okay when you're chilling with your mom. It's not okay to say it when you're with your friends Tyrone, LeVar, and Jamal, and neither in their absence, because those are your friends after all. Do not use this word if the color of your skin has never been a burden to the way that you are treated in the places you are in. Because you see, that word, it hurts, but when we use it to show our worth and tell the world we can overcome that very same hurt. The hurt that caused trauma for generations, and what? All because we're free now is supposed to be a celebration? Then why am I still facing the aftermath of this whole situation? And some of you will say, well, I'm not white, so are you willing to fight the fight? Bring the darkness to the light? Stand up for what we believe is right? Sure, you'll say, yeah, and then see a black man shot by a cop and say, oh damn, that's it. Nothing further. So y'all really quick learners. This is what I'm talking about. You people want to use this word with no regards for what you just heard, but don't want to endure the pain or fight the struggles or have our back when we run into trouble. Although a black man will not be slaughtered for drinking from the same fountain as a white person's daughter, still doesn't mean we've gotten any farther. This form of racism and hatred has taken a more subtle approach, leaving people to think we're sensitive and straight doing the most. Now, I don't hate white people, or people who aren't black, because some of you really ain't all that whack. It's the ones who are ignorant on purpose, trying to leave us feeling worthless. These are the ones who hurt the most, even if it was only in an Instagram post. These subtle jabs they take at me, calling me words that are part of my community's dark history. Nigger, slave, coon, and more are some of the words I just can't ignore. Oh my gosh, don't get offended. It was just a joke. Why am I not laughing when you took that quote? Comparing me to a character? Now see, that's kind of funny. But why would anybody want to be viewed as a monkey? I didn't want to be a part of this community with targets on their back so I wouldn't have to face the fact that I could never stop being black. They target me as if I have a say in the way that I appear to them today, and it's not okay because I hate the fact that I can't communicate. But the way that you target my race has made me into the person I am today. This world made me hate the color of my skin instead of helping me realize that true beauty comes from within. I was always told that my braids were too ghetto, natural hair untamed, skin too dark. Now we see these very same features as glorifying parts. The same parts I had, the same parts that made me mad. But you don't see how this can hurt rather than fix my self-worth. Sad little black girl, scarred by society's standards of humor and beauty, had me thinking there was nothing to me. Yet when Kim Kardashian came out with boxer braids, everybody wanted a commemoration. When to me, I seen it as cultural appropriation. But I'm overthinking, right? There's no need to fight. I'm not gonna sit down unless you disrespect my people, alright? Get educated because it starts with you, and quite frankly, it's long overdue. I don't hate you though, nor do I see you as my nemesis, but I just really had to tell you this. You see, I really think it's time for a change, so my people don't have to spend their life condemned to the cage. Attica Correctional, Rikers Island, the guards and prisoners, they're really be wilding. But that's where they send us on charges big or small, and they won't stop until they get us off. I'm trying to be the voice for my community because we look like we're okay, when in actuality we're so sad it's really a disgrace. See, these subtle jabs you take are really just a contributing factor. It's the pain and the post-traumatic stress we've endured here and thereafter. So before you say that slow, when no one's there to capture, think about if you would want to leave us there in tatters, simply because you cannot grasp the concept of the latter. Because to me, my black blood really does matter.
So we're actually going to have an intermission now, so I can go and wipe my face. I believe the intermission is going to be 10-ish minutes? 15 minutes. And so please feel free to use the washroom. You can go downstairs, grab a refreshment, and join us back upstairs in 15 minutes.
Fathers or children along the way. You have become accustomed to battling. You are so used to fighting that you come in arms blazing at anyone who comes your way. Even towards the ones that aren't looking for a fight, you come in hot. Even towards those that are only coming close because they want a hug. This note is not to shame you. This note is a love letter. This note is to open your eyes to things that you may not see. This note is to help you take off the boxing gloves and to let you know that not everyone is out to get you. I am becoming an angry black woman not by choice, but by my past experiences teaching me that this is the only way to be heard. If you take anything from this letter, take this. I believe that you started with a pure heart too, but this world shook you down and made you become a fighter, probably before you were even able to vote. I get that, and I can respect that, as I'm sure many others could too. But the next time you feel like someone is coming for you, take a seat or sit back and put your hand over your heart and ask yourself, is this person really coming to attack? Soldiers know when they're in front of another soldier. They can just tell. So the next time you see someone in a defense position, meet them where they are, instead of coming in ready to destroy. This world has enough fighters already, so let's protect the last pure-hearted souls, so that they may stand a chance as they are, and not have to become another angry black woman. So we briefly talked about my book, Bearing Fruit. So it has been a bestseller. So thank you so much to anybody who has supported me. I need everybody to take their phones out though right now. Everybody have their phone out? I want to see it up. Everybody got their phone? Okay. Everybody, go to Amazon.ca and add Bearing Fruit to your cart. Yes, but no, Bearing Fruit is available through Indigo, Chapters, Amazon. I have it in ebook, I have it in paperback, I have it in hardcover. I actually literally wrote it while I was pregnant with that little one who just walked by. Yeah, so I use poetry to kind of express like my mental feelings while I was pregnant, because obviously we all know girls get hormonal when they're pregnant, right? So I kind of used it and was able to express myself that way. So poetry is very intimate, and so is Bearing Fruit. So before I begin reading Bearing Fruit, I kind of wanted to show you how Bearing Fruit was birthed, with some photos of me and my family, and yeah, just kind of what inspired me to write. So we have a slideshow that will be playing, and then I will get into reading Bearing Fruit with you guys, and hopefully you will enjoy it. Okay. Thank you.
As much as I'd love to take the credit for this amazing song, I could never do that because it was done by Alicia Keys. This song was written by Alicia Keys, John McDade, and Jonathan Cofer, and it was published by Sony ATV Music Publishing and Spirit Music.
We embrace the space between us 'cause it's alright. Together, and we're sailing toward the future, and it's alright. We can make the whole thing better. We're the authors of forever, and it's alright. We are born on our own, and we die on our own, and we're here to make it. All what happens in between, we can hate, we can love, we can doubt, we can trust. Oh, we're here to make it for as long as we're breathing, and it's alright. Wherever you are, it's alright. Whoever you are, it's alright.
You fall over the first time. God knows this will be the last time. If you fall over the first time, God knows.
Where there's light, there must be a shadow. Cloudy skies and rain making rainbows. We are builders, we are breakers, we are givers, we are takers, and it's alright. We all stand and tell your stories, and we know the fear and glory, and it's alright. Alright. We are born on our own, and we die on our own, and we're here to make it. All what happens in between, we could hate, we could love, we could doubt, we could trust. Oh, we're here to make it for as long as we're breathing, and it's alright. Wherever you are, it's alright. Wherever you are, it's alright. Wherever you are, it's alright.
You fall over the first time. God knows this will be the last time. If you fall over the first time, God knows.
I think my daughter actually needed to use the bathroom while the slideshow was on. So she just missed herself. Anyways, I kind of wanted to get a little more intimate for the book reading. Hope you guys are okay with that. Let's get comfy and read some poetry. So, Bearing Fruit, as I mentioned, I wrote it while I was pregnant. And my chapters were actually trimesters. So in the beginning, I mean, it wasn't planned, and you kind of see, I'm like, oh my God, can I do this? Like, me, a mom? I don't know about that, you know what I mean? Because like at first, it's a huge, it changes your whole life, it changes your body, it changes everything, you know? So as my, Aurora, you wanna come stay with mommy? Hi.
No.
So this is the one who made me an author. Yeah. Mommy's gonna read her book. Guess what? What does mommy like to do? You have to talk loud. Yeah, I like poetry. So, mommy wrote this book about you when you were in my belly. Yep, bearing fruit. You're so smart.
That's why I'm a belly.
Yeah, when you were a baby or my belly. So, my chapters are trimesters. And I don't want to kind of start from the beginning. I don't really want to start from the end. I kind of wanted you guys to pick what poems I read. So, I have 91 pages. Who wants to, I need a volunteer. 11. Okay, there we go. You know what? 11 is actually my favorite number.
Mine too.
Is it? Oh my God.
I love your daughter.
Aw, thank you. So let's go to number 11. Okay. So this poem is titled Morning Sickness. You would think I was hurting you, the way you wake me up so early and so violently, bringing me to my knees to fill a water-filled hole, making me empty my contents like you want me to empty my soul. Does anybody know about morning sickness? It kind of felt that way. You know what I mean? Like at the time? Yeah, it did. Okay, so I'm gonna call someone out. Shay.
27.
27. Okay. So this one is titled, Can You Forgive Me? Part 3. They say you are never ready for a child. I'm afraid. I am really not ready. I am sorry. So what I loved about this is a lot of the things that moms are probably thinking but are afraid to say out loud, I wrote in this book. And I'm proud of that, you know, because it's hard. Like all of us are like expected to be this great mom and nobody really teaches us. Like nobody has a perfect example or life teaches us other ways, you know. And like in my situation, I didn't have a great relationship with my mom. So I was always so afraid to being to become a mom. But what I was able to do is break that generational curse. And instead of doing the same mistakes that my mom did, I said, hell no, I'm going to do the opposite. Okay? So one thing for me, which she knows, it's also a poem, I was never said like, you know, I love you from my mom. My mom never told me that. So I tell her at least 10 times a day. You know what I mean? Yeah, we can always change things and our past doesn't shape us. And yeah, to any mom, you know, Mother's Day is coming up. This is honestly, it's honest, it's real. And I think whether you've been pregnant or not, you would kind of get a glimpse of how it would feel. And a lot of people who thought that they never wanted to have kids have read my book and it changed their mind. You know, it made them open to it. So I do encourage all the women out here or anybody that knows anybody that's thinking about motherhood or stuff like that to maybe read this and then consider your decision. Yeah, okay. Do we have another volunteer or Aurora? Do you want to pick a number?
Yeah.
What number? Pick a number. From 1 to 10. Okay. She's 3. Yes. Okay, yeah, so we'll do 3. Good idea. Okay. So this is right at the beginning. So this one is titled First Responses. My body was feeling weird. I knew something was off. Before I peed on that stick, I knew I'd get a positive response. But I did not know if your father's response would be positive as well. Would he be happy? Would he want to grow and change for you? Would his love for me remain, or would he only love you? Thank you. Does anybody else want to pick a number? 88. 88. Yes. Do you like being up here, or do you want to go sit down? You want to stay here? That's what I thought. Okay. You know what? She's actually a model. She just got signed in Toronto. So she likes the limelight. Yeah. Okay, so number 8 is actually, it has an illustration. Oh, and just so you guys know, so all the illustrations in my book were actually done by my amazing husband, Brian. Yeah. All these images, he actually drew. Yeah. So 88 says, "This is what it feels like to fly. I am a stork." "72. 72, okay. So this one's titled Braxton Hicks. It is time. No, it's not. I think it's time, but it's not supposed to be. I'm almost ready. It is time. No, it's not. It is almost time. No, it's not. 64. Okay. But guys, I don't want to read all the poems. Y'all still need to buy it. Okay, 64. Let's see what we got. Okay. This one's called Tough Love. Do you love me already, like I love you? Can you commit to always loving me, even when I'm feeling blue? I know this journey we are about to embark on will be one hell of a ride, with ups and downs similar to a great ocean tide. But I am committed to you through the good and the bad. This journey is ours. It's what God meant for us to have. When you are a teenager and scream, "Mom, I hate you," or no longer want me to walk you to school, I will shower you with love, because that's what mothers are supposed to do. I will show you what real love is by how hard I love you. 19. I think we'll do maybe one more or 2 more. Okay, let's go to 19. Oh, I'm glad you guys are liking it. I just thought, I'm going to let people pick numbers, because nothing kind of came to me like which ones I wanted to read. So yeah, this is so much fun. Okay. Ooh, 19. I'm sorry you have to sense my mood swings. It is not fair how so much of my energy affects you. I am sorry. And there's that beautiful image there. You guys probably can't see it too well, but yeah.
Not to get the book now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Second last page.
Okay. That's a good one. Second last page is actually a note that was a surprise that I put in after, while it was already in the publishing process, and it's a note to my husband. Yeah. So it's titled Ryan, because that's his name. My soulmate, my king, my only true love. Thank you for loving me correctly. Ooh, sorry. I'm getting the feels of when I wrote it. Woo! God is good. My soulmate, my king, my only true love. Thank you for loving me correctly. Thank you for choosing me to be your queen. My dreams are all coming true because I have you by my side. Thank you for drawing the beautiful images in this book and bringing my work of art to life. Words cannot explain the love I have for you. You make being my husband look so easy. You make being a great father look effortless. You are the definition of a true king, and I am so grateful that you are mine. 30? 30 or 33?
30.
30. Okay. Ooh, so this one's titled If History Repeats Itself / Can You Forgive Me Part 5. Because there was a lot of Can You Forgive Me? You know. This one's a bit raw. A lot of what I write about is honest and raw and, are you saying hi? Yeah. So, at times, I did not feel loved by my mother or father. So there was a chance that I may make you feel the same. But that didn't happen. Thank you guys so much. I mean, like, honestly, it's always been my dream to publish a book, and I didn't know what it would be about. I'm now actually in like 3 books. There's other 2 anthologies. The Canadian Perinatal Mental Health Society, they have actually some of my poems in their book. That's here in Barrie. And then there's another book that has 10 other like women authors who are all striving and living in their purpose. And I'm a part of that one as well. I will have copies after if anybody is interested in getting. But thank you guys so much for allowing me to be myself. I feel like it's so hard to just be you. And especially as a mom now, like this, I really appreciate it. Honestly, I feel the love, and thank you guys so much.
You rock.
Bring my baby back. Bring my baby back.
My job.
Hello? Oh, okay, so that was amazing. What we're going to do now is have a question and answer period. So we're going to have the artists come back to the stage, please, and give people the opportunity if you have any questions. If anybody told them that they were coming in. No. Do you want to ask me a question?
I'm just going to stand here and stare at you. Come on. Over here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just having the spoken word artists only. No, Jamie, you okay, so hello everybody. This is your day. Does anybody have any questions? Any comments?
Where else can we see all of you perform?
Check out upliftblack.org to find out.
So, upliftblack.org, we are going to continue because this is amazing talent that is right here. And so, yes, we will be seeing a lot more of us. Okay, anyone else?
Yes.
You cannot have the baby. The baby is on my side of the room, so.
What about sharing?
This is our wonderful Ramona. She's the chair for Uplift Black.
Okay, I'm going to try not to be emotional.
Totally.
Yeah. Sometimes I make it, most times I don't. I just, each and every one of you except for Jillian. No. I take that back. No, but you don't understand. This is a big deal for her to be up there. Everybody give her a I just wanted to say to McKenna, and Michelle. Where's Michelle and Man? There's Man. Like each of you in your own discipline, like you all blew me away. Like you inspired me, you touched me deep in my soul, deep in my soul. I'm so happy that I came tonight. I almost didn't make it, and I would have missed this. Like, did somebody film this? This has to be in schools. This has to be performed in front of stuffy white people, not you white people. That you're here. You know, the fact that you're here shows that you're already on that walk, hopefully, you know, that you're starting or you're halfway there, you know, so thank you for being here and keep coming and keep telling your friends and your family, okay? Because words matter and we need to stop hurting each other.
Anybody else?
I have a question.
Yeah.
What would you guys want us to know about you?
Go first, Steve.
Change places. No.
You're going to change. Hi, I'm Dawn. Something I want you to know about me. I think that maybe this is my ego talking, but also just having that belief in yourself that you'll get to where you need to go just by staying true and manifesting it. I believe that I feel that we're each limitless in the sense of your creativity or your passion or where you want to go, what you want to do. I do feel limitless a lot of days, but I also feel vulnerably broken. So I want you guys to know that, you know, all of us up here are human and it takes a lot for us to share ourselves like this. And I'm going to be a huge director one day, so you'll be coming back. So yeah, I'm also the chair of the Artists Collective for UPlift Black, and I've been given so many unbelievable opportunities. I never thought that I would be in a creative field. I was a cook, a line cook for a Toronto restaurant 2 years ago. And Shelley in this community, Ian also of Theatre by the Bay, has given me tremendous amount of confidence and courage to be myself. And I just want to say I love everybody who's here and thank you for the support. And let's keep it going. Keep it going.
Dawn, I wish to ask you something. I was very touched by your words.
Thank you. What specifically? Oh, sorry.
Well, I'm native Algonquin, regardless, you know. And is there anywhere that I could read those words again?
Not yet, but I will probably take a step in, you know, Miss Tanisha's shoes and probably make a book myself, and I'll probably copy it and put it on my Instagram. So if you once again go to UPlift Black,
I will leave a card as there.
Amazing. And your name?
They were beautiful. I'll share that later.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. That means like the world. It's the first time doing it.
Very beautiful word.
Thank you.
And beautiful word.
I have a question. I guess I'm just wondering what strategy any of you use when you're in that dark place and you want to get back to where you're manifesting what you want for life.
Just getting it out. Just writing it. Like I wrote that piece in like 30 minutes, honestly. I just wrote it. I sat down and I put on some lo-fi hip-hop beats and you just let it flow. And that's what I'm saying when I mean that we are like limitless. You know, you just let it flow, you let it go. If you want to play music, if you want to dance, if you want to work out, like however you need to get that out, just like go with your intuition and go with like what is in there. So that's my technique.
I mean, I don't really have a technique. It kind of like I just get inspired somehow, and whenever I'm feeling that energy, I just pick up a pen and paper and let it out. Sometimes it might just be quotes, and I might like save that quote and add it to something later. But it's usually just life experiences kind of inspire me to write, or what other people are going through. And for me, I mean, we were talking about saying something that nobody knows. I actually suffer from anxiety, but I'm able to come on stage and feel fine. So no matter what anybody tells you, no matter what anybody says, you can do anything that you want to do. So that would be my main takeaway from that. Don't let nothing stop you, okay?
Good for you.
And so I wanted to, oh, yes.
I was just going to ask our dancer, Jay, did you write the words to the...
I did not. That was not me. That was some very respectable gentleman on YouTube doing his thing, giving y'all some motivational words, and I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I did. I wanted to quote like Paula Abdul said, you made it your own. I honestly thought that those were your words. The way that you danced, were passionate. Good job.
Thank you.
So you can actually find that piece on YouTube. It's called Your Words Matter, and it's by Fearless Soul. And so I would like this lovely young lady to talk about the piece that the two lovely dancers also did a piece to, as this is the composer.
I wish I could say I had a process when writing that, but a lot of the time it was just when I was in the shower, like something came to me, I'm like, oh, I can write that down. Pen and paper outside the shower. But no, a lot of it is just like touching on my experiences, like growing up as a young Black girl, especially in like, well, I'm actually from Brampton, so it's kind of diverse. It's very diverse, but it's a lot of stuff comes at you like very subtle. It's almost like it's supposed to go unnoticed. And the thing is then you find yourself like replaying that back in your head, like, wait, maybe what do they mean by that comment? And it still has this like lingering effect, like it doesn't sit right with you. So I had a hard time like kind of dealing with that, because then it all starts piling up on you, and then I'm an overthinker, so everything's just in my head. And so I found one way for me to be able to kind of put all of that into something was through spoken word. And my dad is actually a poet. Hey, Dad. Yeah. And so, I mean, I never heard anything he wrote. I remember he had a book when I was a kid, and I didn't read it yet, but it's worth my way up. But it just came naturally to me, and then when I finally talked to him about it, he said, "Oh, did you know any poetry?" And I was like, "Oh, that's where I get it from." So, yeah, that's a little bit about my spoken word.
So like they've all said, it's totally easy. Just get a pen, piece of paper, just write. Work out. Easy. I've got a question.
The graphics with the words, did you do those yourself?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm also an inspiring filmmaker.
I love you guys. Me too. I mean, I love you all.
Up here? Catherine?
All right, so for those of you who want to answer, I don't want to go first on anyone, but how did you, when did you know that you had these gifts to share with the world? Specifically your sole purpose. So how did you know that one, or you remember them?
For me in particular, for dance, I was a young kid and my uncle used to hold these jerk barbecues every summer. So you'd have a group of people come up, it's loud music, we're all eating good food, it's a good time, and people are just dancing. And that moment was like forever transcending. It was one of those things where it was like, oh yeah, this is it right here, this is the jive. And then, you know, you have dance movies like You Got Served and everything like that. And so I was about 8 to 12 years old when I started feeling like, okay, I want to really take this seriously. And I was watching a video the other day, and there was this quote that was in this video. This guy said, "I will never not love watching grown men settle differences through dance battles." And I was like, yeah, all day, yeah. So that right there is like just one of the driving forces as to why I love to dance and everything. And someone asked earlier, what is our like tools for getting out of those moments where we're like deep down in it or like trying to get through it? Just to answer that question, rigorous training. I just keep going. Like every day we go outside, we run, push-ups, sit-ups, whatever you can do, whatever you feel like you can't do, do that. And you know, keep smashing your own limitations. You feel like you can't do something, that's a lie. Go do it. And then, you know, you'll get through it.
That's a really good question. I feel like a lot of people tend to like overlook like those little moments where you have that aha. For myself, I feel like it was a multitude of journey checkpoints. I also deal with anxiety and depression quite severely, and I decided to take the chance to move to BC to explore whoever and whatever I am. I had no idea about my Black heritage, had no idea about my Indigenous heritage, and I always dreamt of being like a filmmaker, I always dreamt of writing, always came up with these like music video ideas in my head or film script ideas in my head, and I knew the plot to movies, and I felt like there was just like this nagging poke. And I tried to ignore it for a long time. I tried to just, you know, survive by being a like restaurant cook or just working front of house. And then I moved to Barrie again. I've been here for 18 years, but I moved back after COVID. And then it just didn't stop poking me. And then that's where you just have to like relinquish and you're like, okay, this is purpose calling. This is the universe calling. And then once I had my first art show, and I sold my first piece, I was like, this is bananas, but okay, all right, let's do it. And then I was like, well, that literally is, there's no limit. There's like literally no limit to what you want to do. You just have to follow your heart. So I guess the moment was when I decided to believe in myself a year ago.
Answer that too. So I've always been writing. I actually started probably in like high school, maybe even like elementary school. I kind of started with songs. So a lot of my favorite artists, I would write my own version to their song. And that's how I kind of started. And then Alicia Keys was always, which I played her, she was always an inspiration. So I kind of started my poetry just from artists that I admired. And I kind of made it my own. Yeah.
Everybody's watching that. Just what inspired? Yeah, what was that called?
I guess, well, I started dancing from, I guess I was like a little baby, just bopping to music, you know, babies to that little bop. So, and then I kind of just took that and ran with it, because my family is very like musical and artistic, so I can't run from it. Every function is dancing, singing, karaoke, rap battles, you name it. You can't escape it. And then I explored writing, I would say, in about, maybe in high school. That's when I probably started taking it seriously. And like my English teachers were like, oh, like the way you like articulate your words, like, I don't know, but I guess that like aha moment was when I wrote the piece that I performed today. I wrote it in my English class, and I was the only one who like rhymed the whole thing. And I remember I had a really hard English teacher, and so she's writing notes, and everybody had like pages long of notes, and then I started speaking, and I just saw her just stop, and she put her pen down, and she just wrote 100% on the paper. Oh yeah. I guess that was the moment where I was like, oh, maybe I should dabble in this a little more. Guys, we're getting hundreds. So, you know.
Okay, so are we, any more questions or? Shelley, before, you're gonna be down here in a moment anyhow. Oh, did you not know? Yeah, get ready, because you're our wonderful president. So yeah, you might as well come on down.
Come on, Shelley.
Them all the time, so I guess it's only fair. I didn't wear these red shoes on purpose, she said. So this is our wonderful president of UPlift Black, Shelley Skinner.
Thank you everybody for coming. I'm just, in awe of all the support that UPlift Black has gotten since we started in July of 2020. It's incredible to see the growth and to see how the community has come together. I want to thank Barrie Public Library for stepping in and saying we want to support UPlift Black. Words Matter is just the beginning of an ongoing journey to share our stories and create visibility for Black artists in our community. Please make sure that you're following us and show up to all of our events. Please, it doesn't matter what color you are or your ethnic background or cultural background. We're here to share our stories, share our life, our culture, our beauty, so you can get to know a little bit about us and what's been missing in Simcoe County for so long, which is the visibility of the creative, incredible starters, entrepreneurs, artists, and we're excited. We're excited to continue to do this work. You will be able to see all these artists again, we promise you that, as we have lots in store. And I have a question that I want for everyone. How many people have been to a show within Simcoe County with an all-black cast before? Raise your hands if you've ever been to one. Not this one, other than this one. All right, perfect. I think you were the only one who had your hand up. There's a few. Wonderful. And how many people have been to a show in Simcoe County where it's an all-white cast? So we're here to change that, right? And it's not to exclude anybody, it's to include everyone, right? And give us the space for all of us to be able to share so much beauty that exists within this community. Barrie is a diverse, beautiful community that needs to be come together as one, and this is just the start of us doing that. So thank you everyone for being here. Tell all friends. And thank you to Gwen Weaver, who's our incredible artist. Incredible performer, and we met Gwen back in 2019? 2020? Yeah, 2020 I think actually.
Black coffee!
Yeah, oh yeah, Black Coffee. We started a thing called Black Coffee where a lot of Black women were getting together. And we met Gwen, who told us that she was a performer, and we were blown away by her skills. But what really, inspires me with Gwen is how much she's committed to building and supporting other artists. And she's just so committed, and as credible as a performer she is, she doesn't even need any type of accolades or attention. She just wants to continue to grow our community. So thank you, Gwen, for being part of UPlift Black. We're very lucky to have you. And to Dawn, our Dawn Payne, my baby, I love her. Dawn, you are an incredible talent. You are such an inspiration. Your commitment to the arts and to developing artists in this community is so inspiring, and we're so happy to have you as our chair of the Black Artists Collective. Keep bringing all of this coolness to the community. Let's do it. And the fact that you only really truly found your purpose a year ago, and you have so much strength. Just shows us that we have so much more to see. Yes, you will be a film director. Yes. I cannot wait. I guarantee it, for sure, for sure. And to all the artists, thank you for inspiring me and everyone here today. Thank you so much. Everybody, this is wonderful. Enjoy your evening. Get home safe. Thank you. Oh, and Julian, oh my God, I forgot to say sorry. Our director of advocacy. Thank you so much, Dylan. Jillian for being here. Jillian is working within the school board and doing such incredible work with our youth. So thank you, Jillian, for everything that you've done. All right,
Wait, I just want to make sure that everybody knows two things. One is that if you did want to take pictures of any of the artists or with any of the artists, we'll leave this up, you can do so here. Also, we are going to have a concession open downstairs, so if you want to pop down, have a bevy, say hello, please feel free to do so. Thank you so much, and do look forward to seeing us, and we'll eat all over the place.